Welcome to BrewFix, where coffee meets craftsmanship. We spend a lot of time obsessing over grinders, espresso machines, pressure, and temperature, but almost nobody stops to think about what happens before the coffee ever reaches a roaster. Today, we're stepping all the way back to the beginning, the life cycle of a coffee plant. Once you understand how long it takes, how fragile the process is, and how much can go wrong before a single cherry is harvested, you'll never look at a cup of coffee the same way again. Coffee is a long game from day one. Coffee is not a fast crop. A producer planting coffee today won't see their first usable harvest for 3 to 5 years, and that's under good conditions. During that entire time, the plant produces no income. That alone makes coffee one of the most patience-demanding agricultural products in the world. Every espresso you drink is the result of years of waiting before the first cherry ever appears. From seed to sprout, the first critical weeks. Under the right conditions, a coffee seed takes 3 to 4 weeks just to germinate. First, roots emerge, anchoring the plant. Then, several weeks later, a thin stem pushes upward, capped with a parchment-like layer that protects the young plant as it breaks through the soil. After about 10 to 12 weeks, that parchment falls away, revealing the first dark green leaves. At this stage, the plant is extremely delicate. Small environmental changes can kill it before it ever has a chance to grow. Why fresh seeds matter so much? Coffee seeds don't age well. Fresh seeds stored for less than 3 months can have a germination rate as high as 95%. But that rate drops quickly, around 75% after 3 months, 25% after 9 months, and essentially 0 after 15 months. That means timing is everything. Producers who don't plant fresh seeds are gambling before the plant even exists. Proper storage, like vacuum-sealed bags kept around 59 degrees Fahrenheit, can extend viability, but only to a point. Years of growth before a single cherry. Once the plant establishes itself, it enters a long growth phase. Leaves grow in opposite pairs, deep green and glossy, slowly building the structure needed to support fruit. This stage lasts years, not months. It's only after 3 to 5 years that the coffee tree becomes mature enough to produce its first cherries. During this time, farmers must protect the plant from disease, pests, drought, and temperature swings, all without seeing any return yet. Flowering, the moment everything depends on rain. Coffee trees flower after rainfall. These flowers are short-lived but crucial. Once pollinated, they begin the transformation into cherries. From flowering to harvest, it takes 6 to 9 months for cherries to fully mature. If rainfall is uneven or interrupted, cherries on the same branch will ripen at different speeds. This is why you can see green, yellow, and red cherries all on one branch at the same time. Why coffee has to be hand-picked? Because cherries don't ripen uniformly. Quality coffee must be harvested by hand, often in multiple passes. Pick too early and the coffee lacks sweetness. Pick too late and fermentation defects appear. This selective harvesting is labor-intensive, slow, and expensive, but it's the only way to ensure consistent quality. Every great espresso starts with someone carefully choosing the right cherries, one round at a time. Why this changes how you think about coffee. When you realize that a single cup of coffee represents years of growth, months of careful observation, and multiple harvest passes, the idea of cheap coffee starts to feel very different. From a BrewFix perspective, this is the same mindset that applies to machines. Great results come from respecting the system, not rushing it. Coffee rewards patience at every level, from plant to cup. Before coffee ever touches a grinder or an espresso machine, it lives a long, fragile life shaped by time, weather, and human care. Understanding the life cycle of a coffee plant gives deeper respect for every shot we pull and every machine we maintain. At BrewFix, I connect the entire coffee system from origin to equipment, so coffee lovers, baristas, and technicians can appreciate what really goes into the perfect cup.